Welcome, everybody, to the gymnasium of Nashua High School South here in Nashua, New Hampshire. John Collins along with Tom King. We are moments away from tip-off for this girls volleyball tournament game between the host South team and visiting Dover. Tom, this is one day where we can be thankful that we're covering an indoor sport that is volleyball.
And I'll tell you what, other than the cross-country and maybe one football game that was played in the area this morning, this is the only game in town, volleyball, because there's a few teams that are still playing. Hollis Brookline's playing. They're home tonight. Bishop Girton against Bedford, which we're also recording on NashuaETV, so you'll be able to see that as well. And this, and you're right, John, indoors, it's the great indoors. Also, two really good teams. And by the way, it's the Belanger Gym. That's where we are. So what's going to happen tonight? Who knows? Because Nashua South suffered their only loss at Dover earlier this season. Actually, it was probably only a couple of weeks ago.
Think they remember it a little bit?
I think so. And as Wayne Sajowski told me the other night, he said, the next match we have after they beat Londonderry is no joke. That was verbatim. And he's right. Dover's a very good team. They're 15-4 coming in here. This is a team to be reckoned with. South already knows it. We'll see how they do.
Dover comes in as the number 7 seed against host Nashua South, the number 2 seed. As Tom just mentioned, it was an upset loss earlier in the season. Dover at Dover defeating South in 4 sets, 3-1. Of course, the number 1 seed that everybody's got to face at some time or other is Hollis Brookline.
Yeah, and if my memory serves me correctly, they've only lost 2 or 3 sets all year long.
Wow.
They've won 3 in a row. They beat Bishop Girton for the title last year. Girton's going against Bedford, as we said tonight. They would be facing the winner of that match, faces the winner of this. So you can plot out your tournament by watching NashuaETV. Wow. Hollis Brookline in the other bracket, they should breeze tonight, and then they'll go to the semis. Everything's going to be at Pinkerton Academy on Halloween in terms of the semifinals, and a week from tonight are the finals. But
now, according to the bracket here, is this what you're saying? South Dover winner goes up against
they're going to go
Bishop
against
Girton Bedford
right,
winner.
It's the 2-3 bracket.
Right, so we could see an all Nashua semifinal round, right?
Yeah, that was that way last year too.
Right.
And this South team was young, wasn't quite ready to make that advancement, and Girton kind of handled them.
Right.
They beat Bishop Girton on the last game of the season, 3-2, 5 sets.
Wow.
So, I mean, look, it's really competitive in that bracket. Everybody's looking for that shot and that formula to try to beat Hollis Brookline. Nashua South, their situation, they have to wait until the finals to do it because they didn't play the Cavaliers during the regular season. But I'll tell you what, though, John, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
this is a very major hurdle for them to have to vault over. And it's ironic because if they hadn't lost to Dover, the way the tiebreakers worked, they probably would have been the number 1 seed.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, because the Hollis Brookline and South did not play during the regular season, you said.
No, they did not. So that's, as I just said, they'll have to wait for their chance, but they got to get there first. And there's a lot of tough teams ahead. And the way they played the other night, they're going to have to play a lot better.
I have to say, we cover a lot of sports together, Tom, over the years, but nothing seems to be quite as adrenalized and fast-paced and exciting as volleyball.
No, I think that volleyball is just one of those sports, John, where it's a match of momentum.
Tremendous.
You've got and the other team's unforced errors create that momentum as well because it's points on the board. So it's instant points. It doesn't just give you the serve; it goes as points. So this is really, really tough. We've done it at the high school level. We've done it at the college level. We've seen matches all of a sudden look like they're won and they switch. As I told you before, and we found that out firsthand. The toughest set to win if you're up 2-0 is that 3rd set. Nobody wants to go to a 5th set where it's only 15 and not 25.
25 points as opposed to 15.
If you're looking at Nashua South, I
set.
think their best player is Kara Kelleher. I really think that she is the engine that gets this thing going. When she's aggressive and really firing on all cylinders with kills and serves, she really sets the table. But speaking of setting the table, Anna Campbell, number 13, she's got over 1,000 assists, a huge career mark that she got against Bedford. She's more or less, I think, the leader of this team, along with Brianna Henderson. But watch for Kelleher and Catherine Covert as well. Those four, I think, get this thing going.
Yeah.
But Kelleher, if she's having a good match, they're going to win.
She is
number 7.
Uniquely gifted in volleyball. Number 7 for South. We'll see a lot of Kara. Hopefully she has a good game. You know, the game of momentum that you talk about in volleyball, it is so true. And I have to think it's got something to do with a round ball and an oddly shaped fist that we all have. You strike the ball. It's kind of tough to control, to make the ball go exactly where you want it to go. But every once in a while, these great players get into a groove on serve. It happens on serve a lot of times, where you'll see the same player get a hot hand and be back there for 10 points.
Yeah. Exactly. But I've seen, for example, Brianna Henderson, who just came out and was introduced, and Paige Garland, light taps against Londonderry. Light taps just over the net, and it worked.
Touch scores,
taps, touch scores, touch kills. So we're going to start the national anthem, and then we will have volleyball for you here on NashuaETV Live.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And we are ready for some volleyball. Was that Al St. Louis on recording? Where is he?
It was on recording. It was the last match I did here 2 matches ago. They did it, and I looked at Nate Mazerow. I go, Nate, really? So they recorded Al, and they play it here for most of the
It's
volleyball
either
matches.
Al St. Louis or Whitney Houston. Which one are you going to go with on recording?
I'm going to go with Al.
That's amazing.
You can't get enough Al.
Well done.
I
gotta
know.
say, I thought he was going into retirement to do barbershop quartet for a full
Al,
time.
I'll never
he
retire.
competes. Yeah,
He's never going to retire. Are you kidding me?
But now he's on recording forever.
He'll be singing the national anthem at the nursing home checkers matches. And I'll be playing.
Yeah. You'll be covering it for the Telegraph. We are ready to go here. It is South versus Dover, a rematch of a regular season match in which Dover at home came out on top, 3-1. And South's coach got the equivalent, Wayne Sikowski, as Tom was mentioning to me before the broadcast. Wayne Sikowski got the equivalent of a red card during that game, as he had a problem with something or other that the officials in that match had called, and had to sit out the following match of Nashua High South's girls varsity volleyball season as a result because of school policy. However, tonight, totally different story. It is a Saturday night, October 27, as we record this on NashuaETV. As Tom mentioned, we are also bringing to you on a recording Bishop Girton, the number 3 seed in New Hampshire Division I volleyball. hosting Bedford, the perennial power in just about every sport. Bedford is the visiting team at the Caliga Dome tonight at Bishop Girton, so we'll await the outcome of that. But if the two top seeds win, it could potentially be a BG South semifinal. That's getting way ahead of the game, however. And this game is underway as Dover serves. That was Kyra Cantwell on the back line. And the first point goes to the Green Wave, up 1-0. And Kyra Cantwell, who's a junior, at the back line, serving for what could be their second point of the match. That's out, clearly out, so it's a 1-1 game. Unforced error on the serve by Cantwell. It's a race to 25 points for the first 4 sets if necessary. If there is a 5th and decisive set, it's only to 15. Excellent serve from the back line. Number 4 is Paige Garland, who is also a junior, starting the service game for South on a high note. She a well-placed low liner just over the net cord. And it's in the same area. This time Dover sets it up for a potential touch kill. It's a nice save by Paige Garland off the hit by Mia Whitehead of Dover. Near side, Annie Brick is number 11. And again, it is Maya Whitehead who perfectly placed that right down the middle. A bit of miscommunication by the Panthers that time to allow that to go to the court in what was a reachable spot. It is 2-2 as Dover serves for the second time in this opening set. The attempted kill off the fingertips of the Dover blocker, and that successfully blocked. I believe that was number 10 for South, Brianna Henderson, that got up there and got in the way of that attempted spike kill by Dover. And instead of another Dover point, South has seized the lead at up 3-2 and serving here. It is set up by Kara Leckliter. Touch over the net by Annie Brick. The setup for Kara Kelleher's attempted kill is no good, and another point for Dover as they go right down the middle. Kara Kelleher, who can get up so high, had a great attempt there at a kill, but an even better dig by Dover to the left of your screen to keep that point alive somehow, and it's 3-3 tie game again. The block, Katie Cantwell. We have Katie and Kyra Cantwell on the same side, twins, numbers 4 and 14 for Dover, and that was Katie, number 14, that got the point that time. Look at that decisive play. Kara Kelleher for the kill. Another 3K point there for Kara Kelleher. We saw her in the North-South game do just that over and over again, and it's exciting every time with that vertical leap that she has, number 7 for South. Unforced error on the serve attempt by Catherine Covert. Goes into the netting, so it is a 5-4 Dover lead. We are on live here on NashuaETV on a Saturday, October 27. We welcome all. That one is off the net cord, so a couple of unforced errors by South trying to get the ball over the net on serve and on volley. And it is a 2-point lead for the Green Wave here in the opening set. The touch over. Dover gets it over. The setup. Kelleher, point. 3K point again for South. Kara Kelleher on the kill, and it's a 6-5 lead. Now South down by just 1 with serve coming. Down the middle, Dover sets it up. The touch, save Kelleher. The setup and the kill, and point for South. Number 13 with the points for South. I believe that was Sierra Castonguay, who's listed as number 12 in our program. Serving again here. Quality serve. Captain Anna Campbell is doing the serving here, number 13 for South, and she's on a roll. 3 straight service points for Anna Campbell. The senior, number 13, stepping up big here. She erases a 2-point deficit and has a 2-point lead now. Dover's having trouble just getting the ball back over the net. They do so, but it's a great opportunity for South. Kelleher, a save on a ball that might have been long. Dover just gets it back over. They are on their heels right now. South with the shot, the block, nicely done by Katie Cantwell of Dover to block that. Nearly got a point out of it. Cantwell again, it's a South point. It looked like it might have been deflected out of bounds, but no, it was just a miss. South continues on their opening set roll here. They're now up 9-6. Anna Campbell continuing to serve up one quality serve after another, and a bump and a collision there. And Dover finally ends the streak of points that had Nashua South up 9-6. Instead, now it's Dover with the ball down by just 2. As we get back on the seesaw. Both teams have had the lead for stretches here in the opening set. The jump serve by Anna Cartelli, set up by Kelleher. That's Paige Garland, Dover point. Long on the shot. 9-8, Dover just down by the 1 point again. Anna Cartelli, the senior, outside hitter, up in the air. Anna Campbell's going to set this up. The touch off of the fingertips of Dover, that was Paige Garland that nearly got the point. The kill attempt, great dig, back line, Brianna Henderson. The setup, the block, point, South. The blocker could not direct it back over the net. It might have been Paige Garland, number 4, that skied up there and got that point. Kara Kelleher is now on serve for South. The jump serve down the middle. Dover with a nice dig to keep it alive. The block. Dover point. You never know once you keep the ball in play. Even if it's desperation time, you might end up earning the point later, and that's exactly what occurred for the Green Wave that time. They saved a seemingly lost point off the serve by Kelleher. And it's a 10-9 game. South up by 1, trying to get serve back. Dover got credited. I think maybe one of the South players touched the net. Looked like some sort of a violation that intercepted the volley. 10-10, we're tied. Opening set, race to 25. South trying to keep it alive. A little bit of miscommunication there as the ball hit the court. 11-10, Dover's up again. Seesaw battle. Serve down the middle, the dig, the setup, and the kill. Brianna Henderson, the senior, slams it down in the middle of the court into open space. 11-11, we are tied again. South has earned back the right to serve. Kara Leckliter down the middle. And Dover cannot get it back over the cord. 12-11, South back on top, up 12-11. It is a race to 25. You got to win by 2. This has the feel of a 1-point game all the way through. Dover with the setup. The kill attempt, back line, 7-7 right there. Anna Cartelli and Kelleher got it, and a mishandle. Kate Murphy just couldn't handle that and went off her hands out of bounds, and it's a 2-point lead for South, and it's Kara Leckliter with the serve again. The junior down the middle, the setup, blocked, saved, out of bounds. Number 5 for Dover got credited with that point, Mia Whitehead. Served by Kyra Cantwell down the middle. Good dig by Kara Kelleher. The save, the setup, no. Needed more of a save after the Kelleher dig, and they didn't get the setup, never got it back over the net. 13 all. Neither team getting any more than a 2-point lead at any given time. The setup, great authority on that kill attempt by Brianna Henderson. Dover able to save it. Out of bounds, South Point. 14-13. The Panthers lead with serve. This game just inching its way toward the finish line. A tooth and nail battle here. Serve by South. Paige Garland, long on the shot, 14 all. Adrenaline is part of volleyball, no question. Sometimes it's hard to corral it, especially when you're on serve. And serving from not a jump position, Rachel Vitko did a pretty good job of putting it in play and getting that, setting up that point for her team. So the visitors back on top, 15-14, and back to the service line. Rachel Vitko, a sophomore, number 1, down the middle, good low line drive. Kelleher plays it. The setup, back line, we have a violation against Dover that time. They hit the netting before or during the volley, and it is a South point. 15-15, South with the serve. Brianna Henderson doing the honors to our right. Tim O'Neill, our cameraman for tonight's game. There's a save by Dover and a good non-hit by Kara Leckliner. She read that that was drifting out of bounds all the way, and it is another South point. Brianna Henderson back there to serve. South with that slim 1-point lead again. As the jump serve by Brianna Henderson. Dover does barely get it back over. Hannah Jelly, number 11, and a mistimed leap. Dover point. So South with a bit of an unforced teamwork error there. And we are tied dead even again, this time at 16. South on the rally. Dover gets it up off the ground. Kara Kelleher blocked by Dover. Did it stay in bounds? No, it's out of bounds off of Dover's hit. South Point, 17-16, they are up. My co-worker at the Hudson Fire Department just walked in, Cameron Covert, Hudson firefighter whose sister is on the South squad, Catherine Covert. Cam was a shortstop for Nashua High School baseball. So South with an unforced error there on the serve, and both teams just can't put any kind of distance away from each other at all. 17-17 is the score. Backline serve for Dover. Down the left lane, outside sideline is inbounds. Kara Kelleher. Oh, she looks like an NBA player sometimes. You just catch her at a different elevation than the other players. Another 3K point for Nashua on a Kara Kelleher kill. There's a serve from the back line by Anna Campbell. Dover with the setup. Mistimed leap. No spike. Katie Cantwell just jumped over the level of the ball, which was never really going to get above the net cord. And it's a 2-point lead for South. Let's see if they can go up by 3 for a change here. No, long on the serve. Too much on that from Brianna Henderson, and it's a 19-18 game. Just 1 point between the two teams. Neither coach has called a timeout yet. This is our opening set. Neither team's really had momentum for all that long. There was one Anna Campbell stretch of serves there that they got a 4 or 5 points. South able to get that kill attempt to trickle off the blocker's fingertips. And it's a point for the Panthers. Up by 2, trying to go up by 3. Kara Kelleher taking a moment to tie that right sneaker and ready to go. Kelleher, right-handed hitter. Short on the serve. 20-19. It remains a 1-point game as we race toward 25. Every serve a big one here in this quarterfinal volleyball match. What a dig by Dover to keep that point alive and getting it back over that Hannah Jelly. with authority. Another great dig at the back line by Dover. And they get it back over. What a point. This is the volley point of the match. Dover keeps it alive. Over the net. Dig Kara Kelleher diving to the court to keep it alive. Dover's shot. Is it in or out? It's in. Or deflected. Dover wins the point of the match so far to tie it 20-20. And that was hard earned. So many heroes during that volley to keep that point alive. Kara Kelleher, miscommunication, good recovery. Leckliter gets it over as the volley continues. Leckliter again goes to the court to make the play. The touch by South, and that was out of bounds, right? Oh, somebody must have got a piece of it. It's a Dover point somehow. Looked like it might have been headed out of bounds. Timeout, South. 21-20. The visitors from Dover has got to be very happy with coming out of the gate up by one game here, or one set. Trying to get up by one set. For the moment, they're up by the 1 point. Neither team able to put together any kind of momentum after going up. You saw a few teams who were behind surge back out in front again by 1 or 2 points, but that key rally that could have put away one team or the other never materialized. I don't know if it's nerves, but some of the players just not able to serve consistently well. Or you saw a lot of serves going long or into the net. Best serves of the opening set so far were Anna Campbell's string of 4 points in the middle. South just gets it over. Paige Garland, number 4. That was not above the net cord. That's South point. And it's 21-20. South with the serve and 4 points away, 4 hard fought points away, no doubt, from victory here in the opening set of the best of 5 match. Kara Leckliter, quality serve, right side, point South, 2 points ahead. 1 point ahead, excuse me, they were down 1. So those 2 points they just got put them back up by 1, 22-21. Kara Leckliter over everything. Just a miss hit, but again, momentum shifts. 22-22. In the race to 25, Dover serves. Kyra Cantwell. Kara Kelleher sets it up. Over the net it goes from Brianna Henderson. South point. It seems so innocent. Henderson just floating it over in the middle of the court, and somehow Dover not able to make the return. 23-22. Paige Garland. Down the middle long. Good read by Dover. We're tied again at 23-23. In an exhaustively even opening set, 23-23. Served by Rachel Vitko. She likes to go flat-footed. She'll not overhit it. Kara Leckliter with the setup. What a shot by Brianna Henderson, an even better save by Kate Murphy. Point South, though. Kate Murphy with a great dig off of a thundering shot by Brianna Henderson, but it eventually led to a South point, and they're up by 1. If they get this, it's a match point, 24-23. They would win by 2. If they don't get it, they'll play on, even if somebody gets the 25th point, because it'll only be a 1 point difference at 25, if you read me. So with a 24-23 lead right now for South, this is a golden opportunity to win the opening set, but they have to get this point right here, or otherwise they're locked in a 1 point battle again, needing to win by 2 points by volleyball rules. Good crowd on hand on what was a very wet and chilly October 27 outdoors. Tom mentioned there was a football game played this morning someplace. probably on the turf. How about that high school football score last night? Did you guys see that? South won 77-52 at Central. Amazing. There must have been so many 100-yard runs. There's volleyball going on here, though. South has a chance to win this opening set. They got to get the ball back over. They do. Volley continues. It's in. Dover saves the opening set by getting that 24th point. We're tied at 24. And now Dover has a chance to go up by 1. This is not for the set, though. They need to win by 2. South setting it up. Kara Kelleher for the kill. Clutch. Point. Number 7 elevates once again. It's your cleanup hitter hitting the home run when you need it most. Once again, Kara Kelleher gets it done. Backline serve. Catherine Covert has a chance to win the match. 26-24 if South can secure this point. Catherine Covert serve. Down the middle. Well done. They're going to do it. South takes the opening set. 1-0. John Collins with Tom King, our cameraman Tim O'Neill. We are live on October 27. Saturday, October 27 of 2018. And once again, this is a team South lost to. Their only loss of the regular season, 3-1 up at Dover just days ago. And to come back here in the opening tournament to win that all-important first set was huge. It just announces that this is a different venue, a different setting, and a different match. 1-0, South is in the lead. We know about non-stop excitement in volleyball, but when you've got a 1-point game all the way through the opening set, that's something else.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. Just what I told you. How important was Kelleher with that kill?
She is their home run hitter that comes through again and again.
Made it 25-24.
Huge.
And then they have, I think, Covert serving it out, and that was it.
It's kind of a play like, I don't know, like Steph Curry shooting threes in basketball where you know that they're going to do it, and you really can't stop it. If it's done, if they execute it right.
True.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's very dangerous from that side.
When they set her up at the peak of her leap, it's really hard to stop it. Although I give credit to Dover, they were able to dig a few Kara Kelleher kill attempts. They were able to keep a few alive.
KKKs. Kara Kelleher kills.
A 3K point.
Yep.
And there's been a ton of them this season. Kelleher is going to be a 2020 graduate. So we do have a whole nother season of volleyball from number 7. But she'd love to get it done this season, I'm sure, with her teammates in 2019.
This is a different strategy from what they've been doing, what they did against Londonderry. Against Londonderry, they used the blocking up front effectively. I don't think they had that in this match.
Didn't really see an emphasis on that.
No, in Londonderry they used a lot of blocking. This one, no. So, I mean, that's...
A lot of outside hitting in this one.
Yes, definitely. Definitely a lot of outside hitting.
Dover shows, again, they have quality players over there.
It's interesting. The referee right in front of us asked me as I was coming up, are you going to be on the end line again? And I said, no. And he goes, good. I'm like, sorry, but I'm way out of bounds. I'm not close to the action.
I was watching very closely, as I must do.
Yes.
You were not a factor.
No.
I don't get that.
And I don't get that either.
Yeah.
And you know.
Oh, well.
But that's the way it is. You know, you never know. Soccer, in lacrosse games, they've had me go out behind the bushes. And Estella.
That's just the umpiring personality, though, isn't it? Wants everything just so.
Yeah, that's basically it. You know, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they do.
I mean, can you imagine an NFL official asking the photographers at the game in the end zone, are you guys going to be there the whole game in the end zone?
Yeah, exactly.
All you photographers?
I know.
Because this is the NFL. You know, this is high school volleyball, but I guess, you can't please everybody.
So Nashua takes the all-important first set, 26-24.
Dover with the opening point here in set number 2. You can't relax, of course, in this game. What a nice touch by Kara Lecklitter. Get it over the net. Actually, that was number 13. Sorry, Hannah Campbell touched it over the net. Kelleher, the setup. Brianna Henderson nearly touched that one in, but Dover was alert to the open space on the floor. The volley continues. Dover keeps it alive, and the setup. Kelleher at the back line, nicely done. And Brianna Henderson. She favors those touch shots.
She
can
does.
Control them well.
That's what I told you. She used them a lot against Londonderry.
Yeah, that's her go-to shot, and she's
Sure
usually able
is.
to scout out a spot on the floor that she wants to go to before she touches it. So she did it there. And that was deep in the left corner where she wanted to go, and she got the point. 1-1. Brianna Henderson serving. Dover with the setup. Just gets it over, though. No kill attempt. Tom reveling in another nice photo.
But you know what impresses me about these teams?
Brianna Henderson.
The dig ability, the ability to dig. It's unbelievable.
They just relax on a 100
I know
mile an hour fastball.
And there's a block that didn't go. They had to do the tap.
Long volley here.
And it goes out.
South Point.
Every point is crucial.
And every point seems to be tooth and nail. I mean, it does. It's not easy. Some of these points last longer than a World Series at bat.
Nothing lasts longer than a World Series at bat.
It's true. Coming off that last night. And the underhit there.
All right, just a
3-1 South.
Dover had a lot of unforced errors in that first match. I think that's what South really revels in. They really depend on a lot of that.
Brianna Henderson on serve again, up 3-1. Nice hard serve. Just about an ace. Barely getting hands on that, and that was labeled for just inside the yellow stripe. Well done by Brianna Henderson. She might do touch shots up close, but she can boom it from the back line. Nicely set up by Dover. The kill attempt, it's in. The green wave, just like they practice. Mia Whitehead, the junior, with the kill inside the back line. And Dover earns serve back, down 4-2. That 4-1 lead, or that 3-1 lead that South just had was typical. We've had I don't think
nobody's
had
had
any
a three-point
lead.
South was up 10-7, I believe, in the first one. 10-7 or 10-8, but you're right.
Kara Kelleher does it again. Wide open space over here, and the ball just like slammed into it at 80 miles an hour. Catherine Covert on serve. She had the opening set winning serve for South. That one's in. That's an ace for Catherine Covert. I mentioned her brother Cam, Hudson Firefighters in the house.
Oh, really? That's right.
Co-worker.
That's right.
Yep.
She got a stake in this.
Shortstop in baseball, who you covered many games.
Yes.
Tom. Catherine serving once again. Up 6-2 now, and underserved at that time. Gets netting. 6-3, Dover trailing by 3 with the serve. South with Anna Campbell and Alyssa Escobalis up front, number 14.
She's a very under-heralded player. She really does the dirty work on this team. Nice little tap by Nashua right there.
Anna Campbell, the captain, the senior, gets it done. Back to a 4-point lead for South. And Anna Campbell, who served so successfully in the opening set, is back to the back line. Dover trying to set up. They just touch it over. The setup. Nicely blocked by Dover. Paige Garland got up pretty good. Dover got up just a little bit better on the block to earn the point. Down 3 now with the serve, Dover, trailing 7-4. This is Hannah Jelly, senior. Well served, Lecklitter with a good dig. Kelleher, the setup, Paige Garland, over the net it goes. Kate Murphy, the setup for Dover. As they get it back over.
Watch this,
Kelleher's
Kelleher.
kill. Was
Out.
it deflected?
Out. I don't know.
Nope. Over everybody.
Yep. And now Dover's back in at 7-5.
Back to a 2-point game. Neither team able to run away and hide from the other. Too evenly matched. Lecklitter, good save. And Alyssa Escobalis with the point. 8-5, back to a 3-point lead for South. Kara Kelleher with the serve. She favors the jump serve. She can be a little bit harder to control than the flat-footed ones, but also hard to return if she serves it well, which she does. Dover just barely gets it back over. Kelleher the setup. Brianna Henderson with the point. Just inside the back line. So nicely aimed.
This is going to be a momentum match, John. Somebody's going to have to get on a run or a streak.
Kara Kelleher threatening to give South a 5-point lead. Would be the largest lead of the match, the entire match, and they do. It is a 10-5 lead for South. Dover, maybe a little bit of an energy letdown on that point. Let's see if that continues. Good serve again by Kelleher. Great kill by Dover as their number 7 comes up big. Senior Anna Cartelli, the outside hitter number 7, who will be serving now for the Green Wave, not letting her team go down by 6 points. Instead, it's 10-6 South as Dover serves. Lecklitter, nice dig. Brianna Henderson, the touch shot. Oh, and how that was an unbelievable save by Dover, but the point goes to South anyway.
It's too bad for Dover when you work that hard to get a point and try to protect a point that you have an unforced error.
Right. And you know, yeah, to keep that point alive, Rachel Vitko, number 1.
You do that,
got 2 fingers underneath that
and
ball.
Vitko's always been, she's been heavy. And now, see, that's why Dover, I believe, called that timeout. They're down 5, you know, so.
Down 5, 11-6. South looking strong suddenly here, like the number 2 seed that they are. In the other tournament game that we are covering on NashuaETV, you will see later on our schedule, the number 3 seed Bishop Girton hosting Bedford at the Caliga Dome. And you know Bedford's fans showed up. That place has got to be packed and rocking right now. The gymnasium down the street.
The Caliga Dome, no doubt about it.
John Collins with Tom King, our cameraman Tim O'Neill. Tom coming off covering a 5-set volleyball match.
No, 4 sets against Londonderry.
Was it 4 sets? Oh,
4
against
sets.
London. I went an extra set.
Went one more than I thought it would go, yes.
Right, yeah.
Oh, a little tap. Look at Kelleher with the backward dig.
Lecklitter.
And there's the libero with the shot.
Set up Dover.
Block deflected.
Over
and
the
there's
net.
the set. A little tip.
Paige Garland. What
No,
happened?
I think her
Paige
hand was
drifted into the netting.
Yep.
Net violation against South. Point for Dover. It is a 4-point game. You could say the timeout paid off for the Green Wave as they earn the point and get served back. Down by only 4 now, 11-7. Kate Murphy to the back line. Senior, number 8. Official blows the whistle and play resumes. Murphy serve. Kelleher sets it up. And the kill attempt, what do we have? A Dover violation. There was a player against the netting before that spike attempt. Nice setup by Alyssa Escobalis for the kill by Brianna Henderson. I think Brianna went with a hard hit that time as she saw the opening. And the serve by Paige Garland. Dover with the setup. Just getting it back over was Kate Murphy. Alyssa Escobalis. And another successful hard shot by Brianna Henderson as she's switching it up a little bit. A lot of touch shots earlier in the match. Now going with the hard stuff with success. A 6-point lead for South, up 13-7. It is the second set of a
biggest
best of
lead
5.
of the match, 6 points.
Point for Dover. Booming shot by Bitko, near side, outside hit. 13-8, back to a 5-point game. Dover with the serve. South keeping Dover at an arm's length here in the second set, however. Let's see if they can continue. Henderson hits it long, 4-point game, 13-9. Dover inching their way back into it. South needing just to put a couple points together to push Dover
That
away to
timeout
arm's
helped
length
Dover,
again.
I think, John.
Great
Ooh,
save.
wow, what a
Henderson
save right there.
might have been long, but Dover plays it.
Yes, nice block.
Henderson, the
A
setup.
dig.
Alyssa Escobalas, back to Henderson. Touch shot. Violation against Dover. And that time it looked like Mia Whitehead drifted into the netting up front. I guess you got to watch that
Well,
where you are in the court.
Actually, you remember when I told you about this referee wanting me away?
Touchy.
Yes, very, very, very touchy. He's looking at everything.
Everything. Kate Murphy at the back line. The setup for Dover, blocked with authority by Catherine Covert. And it's South Point. Covert on the block. 15-9. South is back up by 6. Very few errors by South here in the second set, contributing to their 6-point lead. Another quality serve, Brianna Henderson, and a mishandle by Dover. A 7-point lead for South, 16-9, as they buy themselves some big-time breathing room here in set number 2, up 1-0 in the match.
Unforced errors, they'll do it to you, John.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, South, what a huge advantage it would be to go up 2-0 against this team.
Yes. Brianna Henderson, who likes to go, she's barely in the gym back there. She likes to come in hard from deep, and with success, too. And Dover again, the official calling a violation. And another point for South, 17-9. Brianna Henderson back there to serve. Over everything, Dover point. Put an unforced error down in the South column for a change here in set number 2. 17-10 though, a 7-point lead still for the Panthers in the race to 25. Rachel Vitko to serve. Just a sophomore, one of the finest players on Dover's team. There's 2 more seasons to go after this one. Alyssa Escobalas with the setup. This time leap there by Catherine Covert and South, and they give away a point that time to Dover. 17-11, 6-point game. Vitko back to serve. The setup and the kill. Catherine Covert. Alyssa Escobalas up front could have went either way. She could have set up Kara Kelleher or Catherine Covert, and she went to the alliteration near side. CC instead of KK. And it both works, but that serve is long.
Got a message from Bob Gutaboni, who runs over at Stellos. People who are watching this live, looks like the soccer game tomorrow will be either at Londonderry or at Presentation of Mary.
Interesting.
Well, that's a field that it's a turf field. So it all depends on Londonderry being able to hold the water.
Yep. They don't want to play at Stellos, in other words.
I don't think they do.
Nice save by Kara Kelleher. Long volley here. Can South dig it? Oh, no, out of bounds. Kara Lecklitter with a nice try, but it drifted over the yellow stripe, and it is a 5-point game again. South leading 18-13. Dover needing to outscore South here, 10-5 through the rest of the match if they want to get back in and steal it. Good serve, gonna end up with the people.
Could have ended up on my laptop. You never know.
Well done by Dover's Mia Whitehead. She's got a good long hard shot. She's demonstrated that during volleys and now during her service game. 18-14, Dover down by just 4. Lecklitter with the save. That might have been out of bounds by inches, but didn't want to take a chance. Dover gets it back over. Good dig by Brianna Henderson. Kelleher had to go with the touch. Nice recovery after the block. Another block and another good save by South. Alyssa Escobalas gets it back over with good pace. Dover forced to scramble. South Point. Escobalas getting the job done on that
Huge South Point.
transaction.
Up 19-14 now.
And Escobalas to serve. Too long. 19-15, a 4-point game again. As we inch toward the finish line here, Dover trying to get back into it. Will need to run off some points off serve, you would think. This is Hannah Jelly back at the back line, the senior. Over everything. Both teams having trouble controlling their adrenaline on serve. 5-point lead now to the 20-point plateau for South here in the second set, up 1-0 in this best of 5. Jump serve, Kelleher. Dig by Dover. They cannot get it over the net. Kelleher's jump serve too much. 21-15. Number 7 will go back to the back line and do it again. Kara's had some really good serves. She's also hit a few soft into the net, so she's going to try to stay consistent on this. Gets some arc on it and a miscommunication by Dover. You take it, you got it,
right,
and it hits the floor. 7-point lead for South. They are just 3 away from taking the second set. Kara Kelleher, another jump serve, and it is inside the line. Oh, that was an ace. Timeout, Dover.
Kelleher with a big ace. I'll tell you what, if you're wanting someone to close out a match, she can do it. Remember, she did that against Nashua North very effectively.
Oh, yeah. So up 8, needing only 2 to secure a win here in set number 2. And to do something they were unable to do in their last meeting with Dover, which is take 2 sets.
Right.
The number 2 seed in the state. You mentioned that Coach Wayne Sikowski came away from that Dover match with a little bit of a bitter taste, I guess.
Didn't like it.
Some official ruling or call.
Didn't like the way things went, didn't like the way it was called. All sorts of things were wrong in that one.
Kara Kelleher for another bite at the apple. And a good serve.
Yeah, that was a soft serve for her. And
nice block by South.
Off the net.
Is it in or out?
Yeah, you got to play it. That was going to go in.
Brianna Henderson, saved by Dover. Point continues.
Nice
Great dig.
Kelleher, but it's out.
Bounds. Oh, they said a violation? What happened?
It went out. Ball went out, I believe, didn't it? That's the yellow line.
I think this official made a ruling that we're not aware of.
Maybe he said that when
We're going to have a conference here.
Yeah, they're going to have a little chat.
I think he wanted to award a point to South. Dover was celebrating. Fans for South didn't even know that South may have been awarded that point. And South gets it. It's 24-15, right? Or what is it? No, they got to read.
23-16. They haven't changed the board yet.
I think that was the 24th point. Dover's coach wants to question what just happened, and she's not happy right now, Tom. Whitney Carrier having a discussion with the official about why that point got taken off the board for Dover. And also the captain of the team's over here talking to the elevated official. So Anna Cartelli going over to talk to her coach about what here's the official that made the call. This is Whitney Carrier having a talk with the lead volleyball official on the elevated platform. And I don't know if we're going to have a Serena Williams moment, but looking at the elevated official, but Whitney wasn't too happy with whatever she was being told.
No, she wasn't.
They haven't put the 24 point up. Was it just 23? I thought they were 2 points away as it
It
was.
was. It was 23-15. I think they're playing it again. I think that's what's happening.
Oh, replay of the point?
Yep, because it stayed the same.
That's strange. And point Dover, another net violation against the Green Wave. And indications to the coach of which player it was. This is for the match, second set.
Second set.
2 games. Kelleher's serve dug up and long. 2 games to none, or 2 sets to none here in the best of 5. South in the lead. A disheartening finish to that second set if you are Dover, as the wheels just came off a bit in the latter half of set number 2. Kara Kelleher, who is so deadly a force up against the net as the outside hitter with those 3K points that Kara Kelleher kills, she's able to serve South's way to a second set victory. So as we go to set number 3, which Tom has always labeled the toughest to win, this would end Dover's season. You would think they're going to circle the wagons big time and dig down deep for Dover. It's a dig down deep for Dover set, Tom, number 3.
Yes, it is, John. And you know what? Let's see. The start is critical. The first 10 points, critical for Dover. If they fall behind 7-3, 8-2, forget it. South won't let them back in. Not this South team tonight. They've come to play. You see, you get a lot of confidence by winning that close first set.
Yeah.
You get a lot of confidence, and they took that into the second set.
Well, the script if you're Dover is that it was a dark and stormy night. Is how the
Well, it sure
the
is.
scripted version
It sure
would
is
begin.
tonight.
When we were down 2 sets to none against South, and we came all the way back. I don't know if that will be the script. I doubt it, but that's what you've got to tell your players and yourself if you're in that Dover huddle over there right now with Whitney Carrier and her crew. And she's got to feel that the officials against her after so many net cord violations that went against the Green Wave. I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 at the most against South, and there had to be about 8 against Dover in the first 2 sets by my count. Yeah, by the way, the volleyball official wants to know if you're going to be sitting up here for the whole match.
Yeah, no, exactly. Sure.
Good. I'm glad. You know, credit to that volleyball official. We don't have his name, but I know the rules of a lot of sports. You know the rules of a lot of sports, but to be a tournament volleyball official, I'm sure there's a whole nother level of knowledge that you need to take, which I don't have.
I don't think these guys need a whole lot of knowledge. And you
Don't
better
think
get
so?
used to the idea that it's going
No?
to be photographers and filmers on the
Oh,
end line.
that
because they're going to be there.
absolutely, yeah.
You've got cameras at either end.
That absolutely, but I do not know volleyball like I know baseball is what I'm saying.
Right.
So we need people like this that can be
The
officials.
technical rules against the net are what we miss.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you got your eye on the ball a lot of times.
Right.
And the violation takes place away from. I think that the official has his fingers or something resting on that net so he can feel the vibration. I'm not 100% on that, but I feel like he leans forward and maybe he's got his hands on the cord right now, does he? So he can feel any vibration in the net?
Yeah, can't. No, not you. No, they're not allowed to touch the net, John.
No, not even like the auxiliary.
No, I don't know, because you could affect anything.
I guess so. I guess you just got to do it by visual. And also they got those poles that probably wiggle. Sensitivity poles over there. Point for Dover. So right off the bat, the Green Wave trailing 2 sets to none. They win the opening point of set number 3. Doing the service, Caitlin Quinn. Kelleher with the dig. Brianna Henderson in the middle. Dover keeps it alive. That was an ill-advised hit by Kara. That was definitely going long. And the point goes to Anna Cartelli, number 7 for Dover.
2-0 Dover, that's the start they want.
Yep. Good low line drive serve again. And South can't get it back
3-0
over again.
Dover. It's the toughest-
3-0. Dover's biggest lead of the match.
It is just
here in
such
set number 3.
it's such a tough deal to win this, to win that 3 sets.
Caitlin Quinn going for 4 points in a row to begin the game. Kara Kelleher got a piece of it. Henderson, long. 4-0.
South's a little surprised. Look at Wayne.
They thought that was in?
Wayne thought it was in. You know what, John?
Yeah.
I thought it was in too.
Wow. I guess.
When you said long, I was shocked.
I thought it was long just by inches, but it had a pretty good look at it. Going for 5 in a row now to begin and that's long. 5-0. It's almost like an intentional walk volleyball win here.
Exactly.
I could make a baseball analogy as South has just not scored a point yet. 5 serves into this, make it 6.
Whoa.
It's almost like a focus letdown for South, thinking that they had this commanding lead. The body language for Dover is we're not going to let our season end on this set. And from the opening point, that has been the case of just a reverse picture of focus by Dover, and that's too many hits against the Green Wave. And finally, a point for South here in set number 3. It's 6-1. And the first serve of set number 3 will be taken for South by Paige Garland, the junior. Jump service is a good one. First hit by Mia Whitehead. Getting it over was Anna Cartelli. Point for Dover. South just out of sync right now, out of sorts in set number 3, trailing 7-1. Rachel Vitko with the serve. And Kara Leckliter, the setup went out of bounds, but a great save by Alyssa Escobalis. Violation against Dover for hitting the net again. Away from the ball. 7-2, that was the second point for South. Just can't touch the net during a volley, and Dover's been called for that violation time and again. Getting it back over is Kate Murphy. Good setup for South, and out of bounds though. Dover point, 8-2. Green Wave up by 6. Again, South leading 2-0. Getting down 6-0 immediately in set number 3. Dover point. That hit from the back line kind of just drifted right above the net cord and never made its way over. And South just playing tentative and unfocused volleyball here in set number 3.
How about that? The Coach Collins just goes right at it. Huh? How about that? Unfocused. Oh, my.
Wow, everybody in the stands heard it now.
Sorry
9-2.
Sorry about that.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, my. I agree. I mean, I think I told you it is the toughest set, and it's because you relax. You're up 2-0. You feel you have a little bit of leeway and room to give. BG is down 2-0, yeah. So I'm not surprised. Bedford's not bad.
Bedford 6th seed coming on strong in the
Yeah,
tournament.
and South beat Bedford 3-0. They'd like to see Bedford in those semifinals rather than BG. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I don't know if it's a matchup thing, but you'd think a 3 seed would at least, get one of the first 2
I'll tell you
games
what.
against the 6
How
seed
many
at home.
times did BG and I've written a column about it a couple of years ago, and it just keeps happening. How many times did BG and Bedford play each other in postseasons of sports? It's amazing.
South still on their heels and reeling here, down 10-2.
10-2. Yep.
Yeah, it's just a constant narrative. BG against Bedford.
Right.
Yeah. Mia Whitehead, serve. Brianna Henderson sets it up. Kelleher not able to time a leap of any kind, just getting it over. South totally out of their
Got the
game
block.
right now. Dover able to keep it alive.
That was a great block by Covert.
Yes.
Ooh, almost over the net. You don't want to get your hand that high. Nice dig. And out.
Oh, you know, at Dover point, Tom, South needs to get something back here just for the sake of winning the next set. They need to get their head right, even if they're not going to recover and salvage set number 3.
That's just it.
So just have to try to win the next point. And they do. Catherine Colbert came to play here in set number 3. Makes it an 11-3 game, and she goes back to serve, as she's done successfully. She had the open set winning serve for South in set number 1 to give them a 26-24 win. Here she serves again low.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just hit it out in front of her body.
Yeah, out in front of her body. It was too far out in front. She had to lean to make that serve, as you can see. The running start, 12-3.
Dover trying to seal the deal here on set number 3 and make it a 1-set match. And they are
nice
on their
kill.
way, 13-3.
That's a big kill by, I think that was number 7, right? Anna Cartelli?
Yep.
13-3. Ooh.
Wayne Sikowski already thinking about what he's going to say to his team in the next timeout huddle. I don't know if he'll
Well, you know, do you want to waste a time? That's
Kara Kelleher's back in the match.
Yeah, see, that's what you just said it, John. You're right. You need her back in the match. You know, you need her to do some things.
More, please. 13-4. Alyssa Escobalis on serve. Down the middle. Kate Murphy sets it up. The kill attempt is not good.
Yeah,
Anna
it was.
Cartelli mistimed
Ball hit the net.
Hit it straight into the net.
Yeah, right. No, the kill attempt. I thought you were talking about the block attempt.
Block attempt. Yeah, they got up there, but
she was intimidated by the block attempt.
Probably.
13-5.
Escobalis serve is good.
13-6. So, yeah,
13-6. South
get a little bit of a streak going here.
Getting that spark back with Alyssa Escobalis on serve. Quality. Dover's setup goes to no one. And it's 13-7, and Escobalis goes back to serve some more. As the South fans finding something to cheer about here in set number 3 all of a sudden. With Escobalis serving consistently in play, Dover scrambling, gets it back over. Lecklitter with the setup. Escobalis, the hit by Paige Garland is saved back line, but no! Paige Garland with the successful kill shot.
And all of a sudden, what do you have?
We have a run. We have momentum back on south side of the net.
5-point run. They've cut the deficit in half.
Escobalis long, the adrenaline, the goosebumps, figure in the serve. Yeah, I know. But, you know, she got away from the calm service game that she had been employing before that. And, I don't, you know, it's natural excitement. You've run off 5 in a row. I guess you're at the crap table and you keep rolling 7s, and then sometimes it's got to end. Lecklitter with the setup. And Kelleher with the kill.
Oh, it's a big dig by Dover, but the tap kill doesn't work.
Right. It's almost like the knockout punch delayed after you get a dig like that. It's tough to recover fully. 14-9. Vitko's attempted kill shot long.
Look at this, 14-10.
14-10, South's got serve back. Kara Kelleher, who has the ability to run off some points. If she can get the ball over the net, the bugaboo's the short serve that goes into the netting. Gets it over. Battle at the net.
Watch out, there's a kill attempt, big one.
Nice save by Alyssa Escobalis. Over the net it goes.
Another kill attempt right here. Oh, they went the soft touch. It didn't work.
Oh,
Campbell.
Nice shot.
Was that
Nice
Campbell?
shot.
No, that was Brianna Henderson, I think, right? Number 10?
Number 10, Brianna Henderson.
And
Anna
Dover
Campbell.
takes time. It's 14-11.
Anna Campbell has figured in this comeback as well. Number 13's had a lot of touches. A lot of key touches. Timeout. 14-11. Totally different looking set than it was just minutes ago before South went on that run.
Isn't it though? I mean, what did we say before in the open? It's a game of momentum. It's a sport of momentum.
Yep.
And hey, South was up 12-2 against Londonderry and lost the match.
It was Anna Campbell
They
doing
lost
the
a
serving
set.
most of the time there on the run, the coming back. I think I misspoke. I said it was Alyssa. It was actually Anna Campbell on those serves when they had the big run, number 13. So I apologize there. She's the captain.
You know what Campbell hasn't done a lot of tonight, though? She hasn't had the opportunity to set.
Yeah.
They've scored a lot of points off the side kills and the blocks and serves. They haven't, and unforced errors. They haven't had many setups. Oh, that's a big kill right there.
Well placed. 4-point lead for Dover. They get the serve back, but still, there's a long way to go before 25. And South showed they were able to get back into this set. Kate Murphy's serve dug up. As the volley gets stretched out here.
Oh, you know, she might have let that go.
Yeah, I agree. Instead, Maya Whitehead gets credit with the kill shot for a point and gets a 5-point lead out of it. Big swing there. If that's long, it's only a 3-point game. And South has the serve
You
back.
almost think when they got down by 10 that second set was almost too easy.
Yep.
Nice backward dig and all out. Right idea by Escobar is just, was that Escobar's number 4? That might have been number 4.
Paige Garland.
Garland with the dig.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned how much it is a game of momentum, but we still get surprised by it. We still see like a big letdown by a team, and then that same team goes on a run, and you say, what happened?
Wow, there's
Henderson.
Don't have to ask what happened there. Henderson, she wasn't going to do any light tap that time. She was set up perfectly.
Yeah. 5-point game. South trailing 17-12 with serve. Kara Leckliter. Way up in the air. Vitko kind of mishit it, but hit it into a good spot still. Henderson, Murphy.
Out.
And now it was Dover that maybe could have let it go. It was very close to the back line if it landed.
17-13, 4 points.
Kara Leckliter.
South needs a run.
Up in front.
Wow.
Long. Oh,
No, that was in. That was in.
I want to see that again.
No, I thought it was in. I didn't question that at all.
Oh, I want to see that again. All right. I'll go with it. Got to. 18-13.
Actually, I have context, so 6 eyes said it.
I'm going home on YouTube and replay that very point.
Where are we?
18-13 in the third set.
That's out, too.
That's out. Tim, did you have an idea on that one? It was in.
Tim always has an idea. He always makes the right call.
Yeah, I defer to Tim.
I always defer to Tim.
19-13.
In fact, I should call
Good
Tim every
dig by
morning and
Kara
plan my day.
Oh, Dover with a great save to keep the point alive. Brianna Henderson, the touch shot. Dover's number 10's been great in this volley. That's Caitlin Quinn.
Boom, right here.
Number 10 for South tried to finish it. It's still alive. And it's a
in.
point for Dover.
Oh my goodness.
They stole it.
They did. Good use of words right there. Anna Cartelli with a slap, little tap slap from a distance, and it just landed in. It was like a bloop single in baseball.
Perfectly placed. Number 7, Anna Cartelli,
Watch
the
this
senior. And again, another touch shot.
Dover's game, John.
Maya Whitehead.
They made their run. I don't think they have another one in them in this game.
Not to stave off a loss when Dover's only 4 points away from victory, and South has only 13 points, trailing by 8. The setup. The save. Too many hits, and it's a point for Dover, 22-13.
3 away from getting their first point. They got to remember, they got to win 3 in a row. That's tough to do in volleyball.
South has shown, though, that they are still here, and they are still able to go on a run. And even though third set could be chalked up as a disaster as it continues for South, I think they showed the spark and enough focus that they need to show they can win in the fourth set. The setup, the touch, not touch enough.
Oh.
Dover on a roll here.
1 point left. They close it out possibly close it out with an 8-0 run if they get this point.
I mean, how realistic was it to think that South was going to win this match 3-0, though, really? And that's it.
An ace.
So we go to the fourth set. South with a relatively easy second set win. Dover with an even easier third set win. And now we go to set number 4. And South trying to return the favor. They lost their only match of the season, 3-1 to Dover earlier. And now South wants to make it a 3-1 victory here in the playoff tournament if they can. Pete was giving us updates from Bishop Girton. Not so good the last we checked, but you know, wouldn't it be interesting if we get an update that BG won game 3, fighting back? And Eric Ball took on our live stream connection from Nashua South. We apologize for the inconvenience. South took game 2, was fighting back in game 3. We can now report to you that
we are offline. We'll record it. All right.
Aaron Ball.
And Aaron Ball, where'd that happen?
Down in the left corner, Pete's pointing to the connection on the wall, smashed it. Woo.
Wow.
Wow. We should have a wall connection guardian over there. Oh, well, Superintendent Mosley, if you had been here guarding our wall connection.
It's true.
But who wants to come outdoors on a day like this if you don't have to?
Well, you're indoors.
I don't blame Superintendent Mosley.
Come on, the guy gets paid enough to be able to come over here.
To be here on Saturday?
Yeah, over here and sit by and watch our internet for us.
Oh, that's funny. So, Pete, maybe you can get us an update from Bishop Girton. It'd be interesting to see, just as Tom mentioned so many times, how hard it is to go 3-0. Whether, in fact, Bedford was able to go 3-0 on BG at BG. I doubt it. I think Girton probably won that third set, just the way the psychology seems to play out. John Collins with Tom King. Our cameraman is Tim O'Neill. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson of NashuaETV, also alongside. An exciting quarterfinal tournament match as the number 2 seed South hosts Dover. Dover hosted South during the season and defeated the Panthers, giving them their only defeat of 2018. South trying to return the favor, but they got to regroup, reset themselves, and refocus here in set number 4. Paige Garland with the serve.
Boom.
Immediately.
It's better than being down 6-0.
Oh, yeah. Up 1-0 to start set number 4. South serving here in the person of Paige Garland, number 4. Junior. Good serve. Nice setup by Dover. A block. South point. Tremendous block at the line by Catherine Colbert. Alyssa Escobalis was up there. I don't know if Brianna Henderson might have got an arm on it too. And Garland's going to serve short.
Another short serve, yeah.
Dover serving for the first time in set number 4, trailing overall 2-1 in this best-of-5 match. Long, South point. That was Caitlin Quinn that put a little too much mustard on that serve. So South leading 3-1 here in set number 4. And it is Brianna Henderson who's good on the service game. Fires one deep and Dover forced to play it. Blocked at the net, trying to keep it alive, they can't. A miss hit on the block. With authority, Dover up front. That might have been Maya Whitehead, who's good up front, number 5 for the Green Wave. Back to serve is Rachel Vitko, number 1, just a sophomore.
BG is 1 to 3rd, 25-18, so it's 2-1. Staying alive, and that's out.
Out. Another South point on a service error. Catherine Covert on serve for the Panthers. South trying to win set 4 and move on in the tournament. Dover in their way. Alyssa Escobar sets up Kara Kelleher. Good save back line, Lindsay Donahue for Dover. South needs to get it over, and they did. Alyssa Escobar. The kill shot blocked by Kara Kelleher. Kara Kelleher with the big block.
Any big point, you're going to see her in there. 5-2 with a big one.
5-2. Set number 4. South with serve. With the lead overall, 2-1. Catherine Covert, low liner. Lindsay Donahue on the back line. The kill shot, Katie Murphy, point Dover. Couple of talented number 7s in this game. Of course, Kara Kelleher for South and Kate Murphy, or Anna Cartelli, excuse me. Anna Cartelli's number 7 for Dover. Kate Murphy, number 8, now checking back into the game. Also a key player for the Green Wave. 6-3, South winning that point off the Alyssa Escobar serve. Anna Campbell serve. Anna Campbell. Cartelli's shot is rejected by Paige Garland, but the deflection goes out of bounds, and it's a Dover point. She repelled the ball back in the direction from which Cartelli hit it, and Cartelli was standing just off to the side, so Paige Garland deflected, blocked, out of bounds. It is a South point. Paige Garland wins it for South. And Kara Kelleher will go back to serve with a 3-point lead for the Panthers, up 7-4. Jump serve, Kelleher. Murphy with the set. In. Katie Cantwell with the point for Dover, number 14. Makes it a 2-point game. Dover trailing with serve. Rachel Vitko.
7-5.
Vitko punches it over. Anna Campbell sets it
Escobar
up for Escobar. She's able to recover from the block. And not enough height on the shot.
No, not enough. Went up too early, that's why.
Brianna Henderson with the miss hit. And back to serve again goes Anna Cartelli for Dover. Trailing by just the 1 point now. Dover with a chance to tie up set number 4 here. Brianna Henderson prevents that with a terrific kill shot. 8-6. South wins the point and wins serve back. As Alyssa Escobar checks out and Catherine Covert checks back into the match. Lecklitter long on the serve. 1 point game again. Kate Murphy for Dover. We got packed stands near side where we have our NashuaETV camera, manned by Tim O'Neill. Great kill shot for Dover as they do their own
No one wants to go to that 5th set.
8-8. Rachel
Dover
Vitko.
does.
Yeah, they do.
They do,
They
but
do.
South, no way.
Kate Murphy, and as Tom mentioned, that 5th set will be a race to 15 points. So you think there's pressure now. That's long. Catherine Covert with too much on it, had the right idea, but too much mustard, and it's a Dover lead, 9-8 for the first time in set number 4. The Green Wave are ahead by 1. And Whitney Carrier has to be very proud of her team, the head coach for Dover. Violation against the South, and it's a 2-point lead for Dover now. Huge swing on the scoreboard in this set. Dover up 2 with the serve, 10-8. Murphy from the flat-footed position. Lecklitter sets it up for Covert, shoves it over. The kill inside the deep left corner. I believe that was Maya Whitehead again. South with a timeout, down
11-8.
11-8. Huge swing of momentum. South came out strong out of the gate here in set number 4, but were not able to sustain it. Dover willing themselves back into this match, threatening to send it to a 5th and deciding game. As we look in on the huddle of South, Coach Wayne Sikowski, his assistants are Kim Barron and Ryan Colligan. Dover's head coach is Whitney Carrier, assisted by Katie Rebrovich. A wet and chilly Saturday, October 27. Good day to be indoors watching as exciting volleyball as it gets. Brianna Henderson with a big kill. An unreturnable thundering shot to make it a 2-point game and get the serve back for South, trailing 11-9. Paige Garland, good serve, low liner, fielded by Anna Cartelli. The big hit and an even bigger block for Catherine Covert. Number 9 for South with a big block and keep serve on South side of the net.
If you look at her, Bill, she's got
built for volleyball.
Probably the longest arms on the team. So she's got to make those points.
Dover can't get it over, and it's all tied at 11. How about that effective timeout by Coach Sikowski?
Not bad.
11-11 in set number 4. Paige Garland serve, good low liner, back line save. Hannah Jelly up in the air. Vitko deflected. South has it alive. Covert's going to touch it over. Dover setting up a spike. Out of bounds, South Point. They'll continue serving now with the lead. They were down 3, 11-8. They are up 12-11. Paige Garland on serve the whole time. Number 4 for South. Another good low liner, puts it in play. Cartelli digs it. Vitko just gets it over. Net cord beneficial.
See if they can keep this going.
Henderson, long volley. Vitko, point Dover.
Yes, off the block.
Liz Escobar has tried. She got an arm on it, but it was a blistering kill shot off the fist of Vitko, and Dover earns serve back. We're tied at 12. Campbell the setup, and Covert the kill. Catherine Covert, as the Nashua South fans high five in the stands after that exclamation point of a point by South. Brianna Henderson is back to serve. Henderson off the fingertips. Dover trying to recover. They do. Lecklitter the setup. Campbell to Kelleher. Block. Recovers. Back over. Dig by Henderson.
Ball
Set up
right
Campbell.
here.
Covert shot. Saved by Dover. The point
There it
continues.
is.
The touch. Lecklitter. Campbell. Dover the save. How about this volley? The kill shot.
Got it.
South Point. What happened there? A net court violation by Dover.
And there you go, the violation, because that went off
Of
Anna
Dover,
Campbell's
yes.
hands. So
Dover was about to celebrate when they saw the officials ruling. A big ruling instead of tied 13-all.
they thought they had it.
Yeah, instead of tied 13-all, and Henderson leaves it short.
You hate those unforced errors. They really kill the momentum.
Yeah, after you work so hard to win a point, especially. It's a 1-point game. Dover trails 14-13 as Vitko serves. Down the middle, Lecklitter, the setup, Campbell.
Nice
the
tap
touch.
by Covert. She's going to go up for the block. This is it.
Lecklitter in the right spot.
Yeah, the
Covert
libero.
setting up Kelleher. The block, save Lecklitter, over by Campbell.
Defensive kill there attempt by Campbell.
Cartelli, saved by Garland.
All right, they're going to go to Kelleher, I think. Now she's going to have to dig it over.
Murphy,
Watch out.
Cartelli deflected, saved by Henderson. Back line, Covert, over.
The block.
Kelleher
What
save.
a great block by Dover.
Kelleher, it's just continual action.
And a
Blocked
block.
by Covert.
That was huge.
Catherine Covert cool under pressure at the net. Terrific block as she not only blocked it, but she kept it in bounds on the other side. And now she will serve.
Important. Get the serve back and keep that 2-point edge.
15-13. Catherine Colbert has been tremendous in this quarterfinal volleyball match. Serving up 2. Low liner. It's a winner. 16-13. Colbert will go back to the service line. Trying to dig that hot potato off the court was Lindsay Donahue. The ball just ricocheted the wrong way for Dover, out of bounds. Catherine Colbert, good low liner, dug out by Kate Murphy. Cartelli's the kill shot is good.
That's big. Cartelli's really good.
Yeah, she's
probably got the most power on this team.
She does, and she rarely misses on those kill attempts. Sometimes, or a lot of times, I should say, South's able to dig them up, but Cartelli continues to put the pressure on.
I'll tell you what, they needed the point there. They don't get that point there, and it goes 17.
Dover.
Yeah, it goes 17-13. It would have been tough. Nice block
by Kelleher.
Got the point.
They got the point. Kind of a late ruling.
They got to talk it over. Let's see.
I think what the official's doing, he may be telling the other official, that's your call, and he kind of like made the call that it was on that side of the net, I believe. Dover point. They changed it. 16-15, a huge call.
Campbell is going to get an explanation. And Sajowski is not, he's not happy.
No, he's not.
What could have been the call?
I think both teams hit the net at the same time. And what do you do in that situation? Is it the team without the ball?
Yeah, Wayne's going to talk with the refs.
He wants to talk to the lead official. I don't think he's going to win this argument.
No, he's not.
A one-point game. What else is new here in set number 4?
It looked like Kelleher had the point, John.
Yep.
Violation. Oh, they say South hit the net?
Yeah, he said number 3 did it. That would be Leckletter. So.
Wow, and we're tied at 16.
Yeah, 16-16. Dover with the bit of an
I'll
advantage
tell you what,
here on serve.
If South loses this match, they're going to look at that point. Escobar is trying to tap.
And Dover, amazingly, back in the lead.
I think South has been trying to finesse their way ever since they won the second game. I think they need to power it.
They do. I agree 100%. That's too long, too much power on that serve by Dover, and we're tied again at 17. They need a little more of number 7 for a 3K point, a Cara Kelleher kill, I think. And you know, to get things right in their universe, they need to go back to their strength. Anna Campbell is a strength on service. Dover setting it up. Cartelli just pushes it over. The setup from Campbell to Kelleher, the touch shot.
Again, finesse. They need power.
Out. Dover, South Point. Cartelli missed that time on the kill attempt. About a foot out of bounds. 18-17. Anna Campbell on serve, just left it short. A rare miscue on serve by Henderson.
John, they've done that a lot.
Campbell, actually. Yeah, too much. I think
they've done it too much in these last 2 games. And
they tell you that too, I'm sure.
And they're tied at 18.
Yeah, they gave away that one. 18 all. Dig, Leckletter, the setup. Kelleher, a save at the back line by Hannah Jelly. And Cartelli's shot doesn't make it over. South Point.
The block.
And a good job by South of not committing a net cord violation.
Escobalas and Garland teaming up on that block. And now Kelleher serving. This is what you want.
To get to 20. Good serve, dugout. Short on the kill attempt, South Point. They are at 20, 20-18.
And that is huge. Any 2-point advantage this late in the match, Dover's going to call it. That is huge. No coincidence, you get Kelleher serving.
Usually means momentum is on South side when Kelleher goes back to the back line.
This is absolutely a fantastic match. We got the Dover crowd right in front of us.
Yep.
South kids need to get a little more excited. I think they got the administration over there and they're kind of calming it.
I know what you mean. I don't know if it's because they're a little gun shy because they don't know all the rules of volleyball, but I agree with you. They could be a little bit noisier. There's been some times where you see people cheering for a point and then it gets awarded to the other team.
It said hello to me as I walked by.
Yeah?
I came in, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
And they've got crowns on, but
I'm
that's
just
for the
saying
Purple Rain.
Yeah, Kara Kelleher.
Oh, no.
I know that timeout kind of froze her a little bit,
Not
like freezing
what
the kicker.
you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know? You see something that's on their service game. I guess the answer there is try not for an ace, but just to get it in play when you're
She's
coming
got
off
that
a timeout
power,
on serve.
John. She could,
Yep.
you know.
Leckletter, the setup. Anna Campbell. Brianna Henderson
No.
long on the shot.
She
And
wanted-
Dover's back on top, are they? Or is it tied?
No, we're tied at 20.
Tied at 20. 20-20. Dover with a slight advantage because they're serving, you would think. Anna Cartelli to the back line. A senior. Doesn't want her season to end tonight, at least not in set number 4. Punches it in the middle. Leckletter and Kelleher went for that.
Almost a net violation.
Murphy, nice dig. Cartelli blocked. Still alive.
Garland with the block.
Short. Alyssa Escobalis, Anna Campbell, Paige Garland in on the block and in on the point. 21-20. Leckletter serves a good one. Murphy up in the air.
Watch out.
The touch. The save by Catherine Colvert. Backline Kelleher.
Got to set this up.
Anna Campbell.
No,
Garland. Not enough height on the setup apparently, and we're tied at 21.
So
and
that's
Dover's
where,
got serve back.
and that's where Garland's got to just dig it over the net. And we're tied at 21.
Huge points here to say the least. The setup. Paige Garland's blocked. Campbell got a nice hand on it. Over the net it goes from Colvert. Set up for Cartelli. Blocked by Catherine
Dover
Colvert.
fighting for their lives here.
Cartelli again. Kelleher.
Got to
The
set it up for
Colvert.
Colvert.
Miss hit.
Yeah.
Point Dover.
The setup wasn't good. It was too close to the net.
The ball ended up being cradled in the neck area, collarbone of one of the South players, who immediately the whistle and immediately awarding Dover the point. The visitors are up 1 with a 1-point lead and with the serve. Kelleher the dig, the setup, Colvert, blocked,
Oh.
big block. Maya Whitehead for Dover, number 5 with the block of the match. If you're a Green Wave fan, they have a chance to close it out here and take it to set number 5. Kate Murphy on serve
Which
for the Green
no
Wave.
one wants.
Unless you're Dover. Murphy just serving it down the middle. The setup for Brianna Henderson, blocked out of bounds. South point, back to a 1-point game, and South with the serve, 23-22. And of course, best case scenario, Paige Garland coming up. She can come up with a hat trick here. South could win this by 2, but you need to do it 1 point at a time. Garland down the middle, up in the
Set
air.
up right
Whitehead
here.
out.
We're
South
tied.
point, and it was out by inches. 23-22. 23 all, 23-23. South timeout. Paige Garland with the ball and the match in her hands on service here.
What a fantastic match. I tell you.
23-20. You got to win by 2, right?
You got to win
If
by
you get
2.
to
So
25,
you go all the way up till you win by 2.
So right here will be the 24th point for somebody. And then whoever serves will have a chance to serve for the match. How important is this next point?
Are these two teams evenly matched
Oh
or what?
my gosh.
This is tough.
Yeah. This point is what you want, this point so bad, because if you win it, you have a chance to serve for the set. Whoever gets to the 24th point. Paige Garland hopes that it's her. She's looking for 3 service points in a row here. She's got 1. Here comes the all-important number 2. Paige Garland just wants to put it in play here. She does. And it's an ace. Paige Garland with the serve of the match. And now the students are into it. Serving for the match, Paige Garland, number 4. The noisiest level yet here in the Belanger Gymnasium. It's a good, no, it's long.
Oh, no.
How could you not be excited though? She just couldn't control it in bounds. Dover with the great decision not to play that under the most pressure imaginable.
And you've got to really be careful because you can guess wrong and be done for the season.
Now it's Dover that wants to reel off 2 points in a row. Lecklitter, the setup.
Everybody's got to play every point.
Brianna Henderson can't get it.
Block.
No, they save it.
Back. It's going to be a big dig right there.
Dover with a chance.
Watch out for the kill.
The touch. Campbell sets it up for Henderson. Miss hit.
Covert's got to take care of that, I think. She's got to hit that over. You got to dig that over. You can't go with the other set.
Dover is now serving for the set. With the set on her hands is Caitlin Quinn, number 10. It's a good serve. Lecklitter setting it up for Brianna Henderson.
Block.
Dover takes set number 4, 26-24. We are going to the 5th and decisive set.
My goodness.
The green wave will not go down easy. And everybody takes a deep breath.
Wow.
Wow is right. The game and the match were right there to be won, and Dover would not go down. And the thing was, I said that Dover made a good decision not to play that Paige Garland, that serve for the match. But the truth is, I think if she was able to make the perfect shot, there was nobody who could even have got a hand on it.
Just missed.
In that quadrant.
Missed by about what? I'd say about, 8 inches?
Yeah.
8 inches long? Yep.
Yeah. There was no argument, but it was close. And so we will go to a race to 15. Dover trying to come up with a huge upset here. And to beat South twice in the same season when the only team they lost to was Dover.
And again,
what is it about this Dover team, Tom?
Well, I mean, I think they realized their season was on the line and they had to do something about it. But John, you go back to that controversial call. There's a point right there that if South had it at that time, match would be over.
And I know you're probably going to delve into that with Coach Sikowski no matter what the outcome is.
Have to find out what the call was and what the explanation was.
Huge swing call in that game.
This is a team whose whole season, they ran off, I believe, 14 or 15 straight matches before they lost. And now it comes down to a 15-point game.
That's heavy to think about, and all you can do is just keep playing volleyball
like
you know how.
Well, Green Wave gets some support from their fans right in front of us.
For some reason I saw the official shake his head like coming when he was going to take the stand.
So they're not switching sides. They're staying on the same side, which is interesting.
Maybe if you're the home team, you get to choose
I
which
believe
side you
you
want
do.
to be on the last one.
Yep, and the referee just said, you want that side? He goes, yep. So that's where they're staying.
Yeah, and that's closest to their student body here on the left.
Sure is. They want to be there.
Yep.
Of course, their main fans are right over on our right. They're across from the Dover bench.
Actually, I think we're surrounded by the Dover people.
But this place, well, to our right are Nashua people. This place needs to get a little loud for the Nashua people.
And serving again where she left off, Caitlin Quinn. Lecklitter, the dig. The touch by Covert.
It works, didn't it? No. Thought it bounced. I guess it didn't.
Back over. The setup.
The ref's blocking my view.
Paige Garland shot, saved by Cartelli. Vitko gets it over. Dover with the first point of the decisive 5th game. 1-0. Dover maintains serve. Caitlin Quinn back there. Line drive. Good dig by Kelleher.
Well, they had some confusion in Nashua. They didn't know who was going to get that ball.
That's right. Good
Oh,
touch.
it's a big
Catherine
touch by Colbert.
saves the day. 1-1. And Paige Garland will go back to serve.
Remember, those of you watching at home, even though we're on tape delay, it is a 15-point match. First one to 15 in the 5th set, not 25. So remember that.
Paige Garland, good serve. Cartelli with a good dig. That one is
It's gonna be in.
Open space. Inbounds. 2-1 Dover. Vitko will go back and serve. Tom mentioned it before the match, a huge hurdle for South. It has not gotten any lower. Colbert
That's
in!
some power in.
Catherine Colbert with a
decisive.
clutch shot. That's the Catherine Colbert crunch, and they need more of that. 2-2. That was not going to be returned. Here comes Henderson on service now, trying to give South their first lead of this decisive 5th set. Good serve, and it's out of bounds. Too much on that from Henderson back line. Now this is the player that favors touch shots up by the net. She's got a thunderous serve. And you'd think it would be hard to repeat over and
Just
over.
can't leave these serves short. She doesn't.
Like Murphy does a good job on the back line for Dover. Deflected.
Nice
Leckletter
job by
saves it.
Leckletter. It goes over.
Okay, by surprise some people.
Out
of bounds.
And there you go, an error by Dover.
A 2-point lead for South here in the 5th set.
4-2, it's huge. Don't forget, pretend it's 14-12, not 4-2.
Yes, yes.
You're used to watching these, we watched 4 of them already.
Henderson serve.
Left it short.
Yeah,
the
that's
one
the danger.
thing you don't want to do, and that's
Yep.
the 4th time they've done that tonight.
When you go hard, it's harder to command, but it had worked for Henderson a lot in this match, but not there. Again, the short serve bugaboo. And Dover benefits. Unlike in tennis where you get a second serve if you hit a net cord, it counts in volleyball, unfortunately for South. And it's a 4-4 game, and Dover's got the serve still. And you should have somebody near the net cord in case that happens. Good dig by Leckletter.
Oh, a nice touch.
And a nice touch.
The right
Anna
hand
Campbell,
of
the
Anna
captain,
Campbell.
with a big point.
Just a casual touch. I couldn't believe she got it over the net.
Perfectly placed.
Exactly.
She found a campfire over there and put it right in the middle of it.
Covert with the serve.
Covert.
Powerful on that serve.
Murphy, good
Set up.
dig.
Let's watch it.
Covert, great stop.
Kelleher
for the
Boom.
kill. A 3K point. They've been without that for too long. 6-4.
Again, you don't want the errors on the serves. It's like just giveaways.
Catherine Colbert, great serve. Murphy with a good
Oh,
block.
what a
Catherine.
play. Keller had to judge whether that was going to make it or not. She had to judge it, and she saw that it was, and boom, it was just set there for her perfectly.
And you know what? When you got like a 36-inch vertical leap.
Bedford knocks off Girton, 25-22 in the 3rd set.
So
Winner
they did
gets
sweep
Bedford.
them, huh? 3-0?
No, 3-1.
Oh,
3-1.
3-1, and so in the 4th set.
I mean, 4th
Yeah,
set, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's right.
My mistake. 22-25 if you're going from the Girton side.
It's so interesting, though, to me. You like the 3rd set again. BG must have been the one they won.
Yep.
But unlike what happened with BG and Bedford, this game has gone the distance. This match has gone the distance. 7-4. Catherine Colbert serving.
With 2 Kelleher kills.
Yeah, that Keller, she has such elevation. She's almost able to pause in midair.
Deceptive. She doesn't look
Yeah,
it, you know?
exactly. And to decide whether it's over the net or she can actually wait for the
You
ball
know,
to
the one
get
thing that South will tell you they lack is height, but they've got something else going for them. Skill. Cover it with an ace.
Catherine Colbert with the ace, and it's an 8-4 lead in the race to 15. South's fans are feeling it. But you can never, ever count Dover out.
No, you cannot. We found that out in the last set.
And it's key to get this ball over the net here, Tom, as you mentioned. No giveaways on the serve. Great serve.
And
good dig.
She had a good leap on that serve.
Cartelli out. 9-4. And Catherine Colbert will continue on serve. Trying to get him to the double-digit plateau in the race to 15.
This will be her 6th serve in a row. Oh, what was she trying to do? She just couldn't decide how to hit it.
She spiked the changeup,
oh,
as they say in baseball. 9-5, Dover. The setup, good save by Anna Campbell.
That's her trademark shot to dig over the net. Watch out. It's in.
Oh, that was close, but
it was
in.
Just in. 9-6.
So close. That would have been 10-5 and maybe sealed the deal as far as taking a big lead late, but instead, it's a 3-point game and Dover's got serve. Katie Cantwell, number 14 for the Green Wave. It's a good serve. Lecklitter forced to play.
Kelleher!
Oh, what a tremendous save. Back line by Lindsay Donahue.
Set it up.
Kelleher for the kill. Kara Kelleher, tremendous elevation and command on the spike shot. 10-6.
3 kills out of the last 4 points. Kelleher kills.
Anna Campbell.
Captain serving
it's long.
That's the weakness South's had tonight.
It sure has. 10-7.
Serves were not good tonight.
Yeah, South's had more missed serves than Dover's had net court violations. So
yes.
Both teams.
That's just giving away points when you do that.
Cartelli serve. Lecklitter.
5
Campbell.
points away.
Paige Garland can't get it up and over. It's 10-8. 2-point game. Oh. Back to serve is Cartelli. Punches it in the middle. Campbell elevates. Kelleher long. 10-9. 1-point game. A rare miss on the kill attempt by Kara Kelleher.
Timeout, South.
There definitely was a spot on the court back there where Kara was trying to hit it to, but as hard as she hits it, you feel like she could just bounce it off somebody's head up close instead of aiming for the perfect spot.
It's like overtime Stanley Cup hockey, isn't it?
It does.
Doesn't it have that? It has that feel.
It does. NHIAA Volleyball at its best here at the Belanger Gymnasium. Nashua High South, John Collins with Tom King, our cameraman Tim O'Neill, following all of the heated action here on a Saturday night, October 27 of 2018. One of these teams' seasons will end tonight, and it'll be a shame either way. Dover, the long drive from the seacoast, has acquitted themselves so well as the 7 seed. South trying to capitalize, being ahead 10-9. Kelleher sets it up. Anna Campbell back to Kelleher, the touch shot. Dover with the volley.
Oh, it's a two-handed shot. I haven't seen too many of those.
Escobales.
Yep.
Save Murphy.
Okay, watch out.
Vitko save Lecklitter. Well done. Over the net it goes. Vitko, another bite at the apple. Getting it.
It's going to be Lecklitter, and it's going to have to come down to Campbell with the back dig.
The setup. Vitko. Long. 11-9. A good bid by Dover. Vitko just couldn't get on top of it enough.
Kelleher
and South
now.
fans love the fact that Kara Kelleher is serving here. Down the middle. Set up. Spike. Out. 12-9. Kelleher back for more on service. 3 points away. 12-9. South is in the lead. They can smell it. You cannot count Dover out. Jump serve. A good one. Down the middle. Good save, Dover. The setup for Cartelli.
Just in.
Just in.
Just in.
What a saving shot
goodness.
by Anna Cartelli, the senior number 7, with a tremendous shot under pressure.
A season-saving point, because you go up 13-9, you're in big trouble.
Instead, it's a 2-point game, and Dover's serving, only down 2. The save, no, it's a 1-point game. How big is that shot by Cartelli?
South got caught. It was an area where no one was there, and they didn't realize it until it was too late.
Too late. Kate Murphy on serve for Dover. 12-11 game here in the decisive 5th set of a best-of-5. Race to 15. Paige
Blocked.
Garland shot blocked, trickles
Off the
back
net.
over. Kelleher keeps it alive. Henderson with a nice get over.
Watch out here. Nice
Blocked
block.
by Henderson. Dover with the setup. Blocked.
Got it.
Vitko.
Vitko with the
12-12,
point.
and Dover with the serve. Oh, just a tremendous volleyball match. No fault on South there. That was just great play on both sides.
And now it's 12-all with Dover serving.
Up in the air. Henderson. Brianna Henderson. 13-12. She wins the serve back.
Law. You gotta move out away from the camera. Henderson with the point.
Henderson. Kara Ledlickler now on the serve, and a timeout is called. I don't know if I can take it. Oh. Wow.
We haven't done a volleyball match this close in all
Ever.
the years we've done them.
No, this is the closest match of volleyball I can ever remember doing with you.
So now let's
Ever.
see, who serves it out? Is it Covert?
I saw Ledlicker back there to serve just before the timeout was called.
Okay.
That's Kara Ledlicker, who is a junior, number 3. Defense, the setter. Biggest serves of her high school career. A nice one. Cartelli with this backline save.
The block by
Catherine Covert. Vitko over the net, saved.
Is it going to be in?
Out of
No.
bounds. Tied at 13. Dover with serve. Every point, such a huge deal because you earn the service to go with it in a tie game. Caitlin Quinn. The drama continues here at Belanger. Down the middle, Leckler with great setup. Henderson, deflected. It was deflected at the net. South point.
Wow.
Brianna Henderson had the good downward angle. The blocker deflected it. It went long. 14-13. This is for the match. Paige
This is
Garland
it.
serving for the match. If they can make it a 2-point advantage here at 15-13, it's all over. Paige Garland's serve is a good one. Murphy saves it. The setup over the net, over everything, and South wins. The most tremendously exciting, the closest volleyball match in Belanger Gymnasium history. The 2018 South Girls Volleyball team gets it done.
Wow.
15-13, it went the distance. Huge credit to this Dover Green Wave team.
What else can you say? Unbelievable.
Worthy of a championship match. The Dover Green Wave team, Rachel Vitko, Sarah Dumays, Lindsay Donahue, Kyra Cantwell, Maya Whitehead, Anna Cartelli, Kate Murphy, Morgan Raineri, Caitlin Quinn, Hannah Jelly, Sierra Castonguay, and Katie Cantwell. Congratulations on a tremendous volleyball match and season. And for Nashua South, Olivia Johnson, Caitlin Fitzgibbons, Kara Leckliter, Paige Garland, Ann Sherman, Natalie Boyle, Kara Kelleher, Bailey Morin, Catherine Covert, Brianna Henderson, Annie Brick, Kimberly Hendrick, Anna Campbell, Alyssa Escobalas, and Sarah Whitfeld. Congratulations on a tremendous tournament win. For Tom King and our cameraman Tim O'Neill, I'm John Collins. Thanking you for watching this one as we all try to get our breath back. Oxygen, somebody. It is a South victory in the quarterfinal. They'll advance to play Bedford in the next round. Good night from the Belanger Gymnasium at Nashua High South, everybody.